What's going on, guys? So today we're looking at some beastly fire starters here. These things are awesome. I have experience with this one now. This is a smaller version which I have not tested yet. I do dig that there's different sizes for form factor. If you want to put this in a little case or something like that, this one obviously is huge. This one has more handle, which might be more comfortable, but they're both awesome. I'll test this more in the future, and I'll do a separate video actually giving you a demo. Right now this is like the tabletop portion of it, so I'm just going to talk about it a little bit here, show it, and then of course you got to see how it works, right? At least you can imagine how it works, but you got to see that fire getting going. So that's the fun part. So anyway, they're just massive ferro rods with magnesium built in. I love the idea. It's not something that's new. It's been done before. This is done extremely well, where we have a giant piece of magnesium. All right, and we have a ferro rod that's attached to it. Okay, in this case, we have a nice paracord, goes to the handle so you don't lose it. And we have our striker, and the striker itself has nice sharp edges on it. It's very, very large, so it makes things very easy. It's not super tiny, compact, where you're using the tip of your fingers and trying to line things up. This is very forgiving as far as usability. It's easy to use, right? So the ferro rod's on one side, you strike that to make your sparks, right? But before you do that, you shave off your magnesium. All right, now you have no pressure at all. That's already shaving off. If you dig in a little bit, you can definitely get a lot of magnesium quickly. Again, I'll show that in the demo. So you make a little magnesium pile, you flip it around, you spark the magnesium lights even hotter, even longer than the sparks themselves, and it makes it easy to get a fire going. Now this one having the big handle on here, I mean, again, if you have massive hands, this thing will be nice and comfortable for you. If you have really small hands, it could be a negative, I suppose, because the unit is so large. Maybe that's when you prefer the smaller one. But the fact this is wood, it does seem like it's hollow. I didn't take it apart, but it seems like a hollow piece of wood. But in an emergency, of course, you could scrape the wood itself, which is a bonus. And on the bottom, we have a very functional compass that does work very, very well. Now the whole compass built into the handle of things, yes, it's a little Rambo-y, it's a little gimmicky, but it's completely functional. It works very well. All right, so it came in this bag. I saved the bag to show you. It did come with a piece of cotton ball, just so you can do a quick little test, get a fire going. If you want to try it out first, I would recommend getting a bunch of cotton balls and doing it all the time. So here's the directions and everything, right? So all-weather fire starters, it's literally allweatherfirestarters.com is their website. Lifetime guarantee on all large fire starters, ideal for Boy Scout, and we get what's ideal for, right? Making fires. Let's see. So here's the directions. You can pause right there and read that. All right. You can also use this to start gas grills and charcoal grills and all kinds of stuff. There is the price list, which is nice. There's a simple layout here for an advertisement, which is nice. The small ones, Navigator 1 with the compass, 45 bucks. Explorer 1 without a compass, 40 bucks. Scout 1, which is keychain with a compass. You want to go super small, 35 bucks. And then the large one, Navigator 2 with the compass, 50 without, or excuse me, Explorer 2 without, 45. Scout 2 is the keychain with the compass for 40. All right, so not super, super cheap. However, they are, I think, reasonable for what you're getting. I mean, these are like kind of the most robust fire starters I've literally ever seen. All right, let's take a look at the other one real quick here. All right, so again, I just wrap this around. Paracord goes, and of course, you can take the paracord off if you wanted to. You can work any system with this, but it is nice. It keeps obviously the striker with it. It is important, even if you do have a knife, you want to preserve your knife's blade, and not everyone carries a knife that has a good sharp spine on it for striking. Even there's a ton of bushcraft knives in the market, but they fail to always focus on that, like striking a ferro rod, or in this case, cutting some magnesium off or shaving some magnesium off. So this one also has a compass, also works very well, as you can see. All right, pointing to the same place, so it's functional, right? Let's put those next to each other real quick here. All right, we'll see how. At least they are pointing in the right direction, or at least the same direction. This has the wood handle. This has a very small aluminum handle. All right, all-weather fire starters on there. It's very nice. You can see these are basically the pieces are just pinned in, but it is removable. All right, and it's the same deal. I didn't strike this one yet, but you have a nice chunk of magnesium and a nice thick ferro rod, so this will get a lot of uses out of it before it needs to be replaced. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Let's go out and check these out. You guys see them in action, right? Alright guys, just want to give you a quick demo on these. I did save the original packaging just so you could see how you would get them. Alright, so we got the big boy and we got the mini. Alright, now they work exactly the same, only that one has aluminum, is smaller, this one has a wood handle. Alright, they both got the nice compass on top, which does work. And today we're just going to go ahead and light the little cotton ball that is included when you get these. Just as a quick demo. In the future, I might make a video showing you, starting a fire, like a full fire from start to finish. So for now we have our cotton ball. All right, let me zoom in on this. Well, before I do, let's go over it again. All right, really simple concept, as you can imagine. All right, so we have our striker, which has a nice sharp edge on it. All right, so we have the big, giant, fat magnesium. You scrape some magnesium off. All right, little flakes. You make a tight little pile. When you turn around, you hit the ferrocene rod. All right, once a spark hits the magnesium, it lights up hotter and for a little bit longer duration. It really gives you a better chance of getting a fire started. Now that cotton ball will light with just the sparks alone. All right, so it's not impressive to do all that. It's not necessary to do all that. This is really just beneficial when things are a little bit wet. You need a little bit more heat for a longer time. All right, but again, it's just this massive fire starter that you can use for a very, very, very long time. All right, so let me give you a little demo. All right, we're gonna zoom in nice and tight. First, I'll do the magnesium on the rock so you can see. All right, see what's going on here. All right, so you can see our magnesium. Now this is a pretty extreme slant here, so it all rolled down, which of course is not what I wanted. But I'll show you lighting just a little bit of this. All right, so here's regular sparks. All right, here's the magnesium. See how that's burning? So it just gives you a little something extra. All right, now I'll do this in the cotton, so that hopefully it'll fluff this up and make a little nest, so catch it all hopefully. Really don't need that much. All right, there you go. Pretty simple stuff, right? Sorry that wasn't centered. But you guys get the point here, right? See those extra flares? That's the magnesium lighting. Just going to give you a little something extra when you're lighting your fire. I've always been a huge fan of magnesium. Even way back in the day when I first got into this kind of stuff and bushcrafting and all that. They had the little Coleman bar. It was a little square. But since then, there's a lot of products that came out. They're just a lot bigger, last longer, that kind of thing. Oop. Of course, that went flying. But you guys get it, right? So there you go. That's pretty much it. All right. The other one is the same deal, just smaller.